Well, hello everybody, Jeff here, and this is my my third annual Christmas greeting. Um, this is for 2011, obviously, and I almost forgot to do this this year, so thank you, Doug, for reminding me of this. But anyway, this is where I like to just kind of go over some of the things that have happened in my life over the course of the last year since the last time I did this, and just let everybody know what I'm up to. And I guess the first big thing that happened this year happened very, very early into the year. It was back in January, January 23rd, I believe. Was when Donna and I got engaged. And that was pretty exciting, as you can imagine. Being someone my age and having not been married yet, let alone, well, uh, the the one question that we obviously get asked the most often is, when are you getting married? What's the date? When's the wedding date? So just to answer that question for everybody now, we don't know. We don't know when the date's going to be. It's probably going to be sometime after Donna finishes school. Donna has gone back to school. She's a couple years ago. She went back to school, and she already has one art degree from Kennesaw State University here in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. She has one degree from 1997, I think it was, and she's gone back for a second art degree. So once she finishes with that, then we'll start seriously thinking about picking a date. As it stands right now, we're probably not going to have a traditional wedding ceremony so much as just having a big party. We're very likely going to elope, and then just have a big party at some point after that. So not a traditional wedding. I don't think there's anybody who's ever been in a wedding that while they were in it or while they were a part of it, the thought didn't cross their mind, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Is this really worth it? Stuff like that. So, of course, Donna's been married once before. She was married for about 10 years. So she's already been through all the pomp and circumstance and everything, so she doesn't need that again. And I certainly don't feel a need to do it either. I've been in enough weddings that I have a really good idea what it's like. So, so there was that. That was that earlier in the year. In February, I did the annual trip down to Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Cheryl, Donna's mom, rents a condo down there in Fort Walton Beach every February. They rent it for the entire month. She and a real good girlfriend of hers, Sue, Auntie Sue, and Donna and I try to go down there every year at some point while they're there, and it's kind of a nice little getaway. Going to this condo, being on the beach in the off season, when the weather isn't totally warm. I mean, it's not as warm as it usually is, of course, during the summer, obviously in February, but it's still very, very nice. It's very pleasant, 60 degrees, and it's great to do that. This year, Donna didn't get a chance to go. This is the third year in a row I've been down there, but Donna couldn't go this year because she had something going on with school that she couldn't get away for it to go down there. And my first thought was, well, if Donna doesn't go, I don't want to go either. But, the more I thought about it, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go because I really enjoy going down there. And it won't be the same without Donna, but at the same time, it's a little vacation. So, so I went ahead and I went down there, and I spent 3 or 4 days with Donna's mom and her friend, and had a fantastic time. So I did that. And we'll be doing that again here coming up in another couple months. This coming February, we'll do it again. But the next time, Donna will definitely be there with me this time, or next time. I guess after that, my oldest brother Tom and his wife Ruth They graduated from, I don't know what the technical term for it is, but it's basically Salvation Army Officer School, which essentially is seminary for the most part. So Tom and Ruth graduated from that in April of this year, and they are now ministers. They have their own church in a place called Toccoa, Georgia, which is in the North Georgia mountains. So that's nice because they're still in the same state, and I get to, so I can see them every now and then. I haven't actually driven up there to see them yet, but I've seen them down here a couple times since they've moved. So they're doing really well. Elizabeth, my niece, their daughter, their oldest daughter, went away this last earlier in the year, I suppose. She went off to university. She went off to college in Kentucky. She was down for Christmas, so that was a lot of fun seeing her again. And Hannah, the little girl, the youngest one from Tom and Ruth's, the oops, I guess you want to call it. I don't know. Let's strike that. She just turned 6 years old, which is hard to believe. So there's that. I guess really, as far as the rest of the family goes, let's see, Rob and Stacy, they're still living in Grayson. They're still their 4 kids. Drew, Tyler, and Spencer. Drew is a junior, I believe, a junior in high school. Tyler is going to junior high now, or what they call middle school here. I don't know why they call it that, but they do. And then Spencer is in second grade, I think. Anyway, yeah. So you can see I don't really keep very well. I'm not really good with keeping dates. Anyway, so they're all doing well. And my mom is still living with Rob and Stacy. Mom is Mom's going to be 83 in February, and I think she seems to be slowing down quite a bit. Her memory isn't what it used to be. She's becoming really forgetful. She's forgetting to do some certain things. Excuse me, I have a cat here that's like dying for attention. Get over here, you. This is Howie. This is one of Donna's cats. Say hello, Howie. Howie is one of Donna's 2 cats. When Donna moved in with me, and I guess that's the next story, is that Donna moved in with me here at this condominium apartment. Donna moved in here in May, this past May, and so she brought her 2 cats, Howie and Jackson. I had my cat Eliza, the Maine Coon, and about a couple of months after I moved in here in April of this year, I adopted a kitten. A neighbor down the way here had kittens, and he's a friend of mine from the Five Seasons Brewing Company, the restaurant that Donna works at, and where I hang out. As a matter of fact, my landlord here, I also met at Five Seasons, and I'm pretty good friends with them, Joe and Devane. And they're giving us a pretty good deal on the rent on this place. And it was very nice because they were willing to let me move in without having to pay any pet deposits, which, most places I don't think that would happen. And you can imagine what a pet deposit would be like for, 4 cats and 1 dog. Phoebe the Greyhound, of course, is here as well. So, yes, we do have 4 cats and 1 dog living in this 1,200 square foot apartment, basically. So before you ask the question, yes, we are nuts. But they all get along really well together, and it's nice to have a pet in every room. Speaking of Phoebe the Greyhound, we've Don and I have been taking her a lot lately to a lot of dog parks. We found quite a few dog parks around here which are those parks that are all fenced in, so you can let your dogs run loose in them, and they don't have to, you don't have to worry about them getting out or anything. And of course, with a greyhound, you really have to have a fenced-in yard because they will bolt. Um, and but we've been taking Phoebe to these dog parks lately, and she's really learning to run when we take her to these parks, which is not something she did right away. I'll have had Phoebe two years on January 1st, so coming up here on my 2-year anniversary of having Phoebe, and but she's only now getting to the point where like I can take her to a park, or Donna can take her to a park, and we can get her to run, and it's an amazing thing. It's an absolutely amazing thing to see a greyhound running at full speed. It's just the coolest looking thing, and I get the biggest kick out of listening to people around me going, "Wow, look at that! Oh my God!" That's really kind of fun to see people see people react the way they do. Oh, there is one more thing before I went. There is one more thing, and that was about all the comments I've been getting from friends about my hair. Yes, the hair is getting very long, and in the ponytail here, see that it's getting there. It's getting pretty long. It's been 2 years since I've cut it, and my friends are always asking me. They're always asking, "Why are you doing it? Why are you growing your hair out like this?" And when I first decided I was going to do this, I kind of thought long and hard about the answer that I would give people when they asked me, why are you doing it? And originally I had come up with this big long spiel about how the founding fathers all wore ponytails, and I'm very disappointed that our Constitution is being trampled on like it has been for the last few years, and that I'm growing my hair out so I can do a ponytail. So when to sort of protest the current administration, and then once the current administration is gone, then I'll cut my hair. That was my answer. But no, truth of the matter is, that's not why I'm growing it. I'm basically growing it out because Donna asked me to. I can't remember if it was a dare or if it was even her idea. It might have been my idea, but I don't think it was. I think it was Donna's idea. But we went to this concert. We went to this concert last year. There was this band, this Celtic rock band from Newfoundland, a band called Great Big Sea. And Great Big Sea, one of their performers, one of the singers, is a guy named Alan Doyle. And Alan Doyle, Donna just absolutely adores. So he's a good-looking dude. But he's got a beard like me, and he's got long, straight hair. And we were talking about that one time, and I remember she said, you could look just like him if you grew your hair out. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, okay. So we started doing that. This past November is 2 years since I've cut it last. So it has its moments. Sometimes I just really want to just cut it all off. And other times I think, yeah, I think this looks kind of cool. I don't know. I'm doing it because I can, I guess. And I think it makes my brother jealous. Anyway, so that's basically it. So, bring on the hippie comments. I can take the hippie comments, Dr. Fred. Go ahead and bring them on. They don't faze me. And ho-hum. So, with the crunching sound of my greyhound eating her dinner here next to me, Phoebe, you eat very loudly. Yes, you do. You eat very loudly. I hope everybody had a happy Christmas. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and I hope we all and you all have a great New Year. Let's hope for the best one yet. November's coming. Let's make it a good one, folks. Okay, I said I wasn't going to get political. Well, I didn't say that, but I was thinking that. Anyway. Again, just to say hi to everybody, to say hi to all my old friends in California that I haven't seen in a long time, and my friends in Colorado, and in Ohio, and Florida. To everybody, have a great New Year, and we will we'll talk at you next time. Cheers.